The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
This is Carson Newman basketball on the Eagles Sports Network.
Into the left corner, Weichel three, Butter, Braylon, Weichel.
We're getting you set for game day with a countdown to tip-off, powered by Appalachian Electric Cooperative.
And as the Eagles with the takeaway, Rutherford steals it, Weichel scores it. Great feed from Rutherford to find Weichel off the turnover.
Carson Newman basketball is brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative. We're AEC, powering the Eagles and Mossy Creek. By Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Pepsi, that's what I like. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By First Bank, the official banking partner of Carson Newman Athletics. Inner Digital, IT support and marketing, laser focused on your success. By the Bible Insurance Agency, the agency that's service built. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By Food City, value every day. By Tri-Life, dream big with Gig. By Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. And by ShopCNEagles.com, the official online store of the Carson Newman Eagles. Now, here's the voice of the Lady Eagles, Andrew Rogers.
It's NCAA tournament time for Carson Newman. The number 2 seed in the Southeast region gets set to take on the number 7 seed out of the Peach Belt Conference. It's the Augusta Jaguars. Andrew Rogers, glad to have you alongside here from Salisbury, North Carolina, and Goodman Gymnasium, home of the Catawba College Catawba Indians, as Carson Newman gets set to compete in its 13th NCAA tournament, the 7th time it has been accomplished in 13 seasons under head coach Mike Mincy. Of those 7 appearances, 6 have come in the last 7 years. Lady Eagles have been in the NCAA tournament often under the 13th year head coach. 18 total postseason matchups for the Lady Eagles, and the record is 7-11. They've won their first round contest 4 different times. Go back to 2005 for the Eagles' first round victory. It also happened in 2010, 2018, and most recently when the Eagles were last in the NCAA tournament, and in the year 2022. Now Carson Newman heads into the tournament as the highest seed it's been since hosting the regional back in 2018. The Eagles were slotted in the number 2 spot after a 22-9 regular season, 14-6 in league play. Fell short in the South Atlantic Conference championship game, but the Eagles hoping to rebound in what is a survive and advance moment from here out. It is win or go home. And in the game earlier today, Wingate is going home after getting upset by the 6th seed Anderson. So Anderson, a team that Carson Newman beat in the quarterfinals of the SAC tournament, is advancing on to the regional semifinals after defeating SAC tournament champion Wingate. Carson Newman and Augusta here this afternoon. Augusta is 22-8 out of the Peach Belt this year, 15 league wins and just 3 losses. The Jags to end the regular season won their last 5 games, fell in the Peach Belt semifinal to Columbus State in overtime by 5, but still was able to get the final at-large berth in the Southeast region. It's the program's 5th NCAA tournament appearance and the first since 2016. Augusta has a good track record in postseason play when they get there. They won a regional championship all the way back in 2004. It's Carson Newman and Augusta from Salisbury, North Carolina, and Goodman Gymnasium. We'll get head coach Mike Mincy's thoughts when the AEC countdown to tip-off continues on here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson Newman Eagles.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Our pregame conversation with head coach Mike Mincy heads your way in 60 seconds on the Eagles Sports Network. Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency, 423-586-4320, or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Carson Newman gets ready for the opening round of the NCAA tournament today. Andrew Rogers here with Carson Newman women's basketball head coach Mike Mincy here on the Eagles Sports Network. Coach, the number 2 seed, second highest seed you have been in program history. Pros and cons that have come with scouting this Augusta team. When you look at all the teams in the field, you've pretty much seen them all except 2. One of those 2 being Augusta. What are the pros and cons that come with facing a team that you haven't seen this year besides scouting? Of course, seeing other matchups, but also how does that work in your advantage, having them not seeing you?
Well, I think it's always, the one thing that I've never really enjoyed about the way we do NCAA tournaments and regionals in Division II is, let's say we had been paired up against Wingate or Anderson. It's the 4th time we played them this year, and that just doesn't happen at the D1 level. I mean, you might have at best seen a team once, maybe, and most of the time you haven't seen them all year long. So there's advantages there because we've already scouted that team, and they've scouted us 3 times already. So you kind of have a good idea of what they do, and you know the intricacies of playing them in person. Obviously, we don't have that with Augusta. We don't have it for them, and they don't have it for us. You can only get so much from film. You can ultimately get so much watching comparisons against other teams that we've faced, that they've faced. And so I think the beauty of this tournament, though, is that we're playing somebody that we didn't play this year and that we haven't played in quite some time. And I think it's always fun when you have a new matchup like that to go in and again, it's just – I don't know that there's advantages or disadvantages because you can argue for both, playing a team that you've seen before and then playing a team that you haven't. But I think that we're certainly excited that we're just playing somebody different and playing somebody new.
Certainly at this point, it's win or go home with that mentality, but you have so much experience that returns that have played NCAA tournament games. How valuable is that type of experience, knowing you don't have to instill to them what this opportunity means, and there's so many other leaders on this team that can instill that to the others that haven't participated before.
Even though we've had success and this group has won a tournament game against Wingate and North Georgia a couple years ago, and then we've won 2 tournament games just last week. You got to have good luck. You got to have good fortune. The ball's got to bounce your way a little bit, whether it's just putting the ball through the net, whether it's staying out of foul trouble, and then you got how's the other team playing kind of thing. But I do think that we've got some veterans that know how to operate in tournament play, and obviously the people like Michaela and Campbell, who aren't quite seniors yet, but they've got that experience. Certainly made all tournament last week. That we can rely on, that will go into the game. And you're always probably going to be nervous, but they're not going to be that nervous. And we try to do our best to not make them any more nervous, to let them know that it's just another game. This one carries a little bit more weight because when this one's over, if you lose, your season is over and you close out that season. So it brings a different kind of feeling when you know that it's survive in advance, play the next day or else you're going home.
All right, this Jags team, 3 all Peach Belt Conference selections at the end of the season. Statistically, first in three-pointers percentage-wise on a low percentage mark, 44% as a team from the field. Obviously, a lot comes from the inside the arc. What stands out when you watch this team and prepare for them?
I think they do a really good job of getting what they want out of their offensive sets. I do think that they like to get into their half court. It seems like they've got capable players when they get there. They know who they want taking shots and where they want to get it from. They've got one thing that I've noticed out of teams that are still playing is they do have 2 post players that they can go in and out with, and both of them are 6'1" and sort of similar, sort of different in ways. And then, number 5 is a super player. I mean, she can score at all 3 levels, shoots the 3-ball well. 12 is an athletic guard that can shoot. I mean, she shoots a jumper as good as anybody I've seen this year. And their whole starting lineup, they're very, very solid, and they've got a little bit of depth. So athleticism, they can defend. I think they're one of the better defensive teams in the Peach Belt. I mean, based off their defensive points per game given up, if they were in our league, they'd be number 1. They'd only given up a little over 60, I think. So our concern is it's always going to be, can you stop them, averaging 69 a game? But then on the flip side, if they're only giving up 60 a game, they're obviously defending very well. And I feel like a lot of the Peach Belt teams have defended each other well. How are we going to score the ball and how effective are we going to be doing it against them?
You've been through these NCAA tournament games several times throughout your time here. When you're on the winning side of it, what are things your teams have done well to be successful and win games in these types of games?
Of all the tournament games that we've won, I think most times we've scored the ball well. I don't know of a time where we've just shut somebody down. I think it's coming down to, if you go back to 21-22 when we won, 4 tournament games, counting the SAC tournament and the NCAA tournament. I mean, in 3 of those games, we scored the ball really well and scored over 80 points. Against Anderson, we scored over 80 points. Now, the LR game was going to be mucked up because the pace of play wasn't that good, so we only scored 60, but we won. But then in the Wing It game, they scored 85. We only put up 69, and we just had that, as we've talked about before, that second quarter that we only scored 8 points of the 69 that we scored. So, Wingate ended up outscoring us, and we've talked about this time and time again. That's typically the type of team that we've been to outscore people. This year we've defended better, but now you're getting the cream of the crop that you're going against every single night, and you got to combine scores and stops together. And the game that we did lose in the championship game, we just didn't score the ball well enough.
Best of luck today.
Thank you, Andrew.
That's Carson Newman women's basketball head coach Mike Mincy. We're back for more after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
We're getting closer to tip-off.
Price picks it up, and Carson Newman is the South Atlantic Conference Tournament champions.
More CN memories are headed your way on the Eagles Sports Network.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
The #1 source for Carson Newman athletics gear, shopcneagles.com. where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. Shop CNEagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. Shop CNEagles.com.
We welcome you back to Salisbury, North Carolina, and the AEC countdown to tip-off. AEC is your Touchstone Energy cooperative service you can trust and value you can depend on. Powering Mossy Creek, we're AEC member-owned and service-driven. Carson Newman and Augusta set to meet for just the fourth time ever. Lady Eagles and the Jags have faced off 3 times. The Carson Newman Lady Eagles have won the last 2. Those coming in the regular season back in 2009. One meeting was in Holt Fieldhouse. Carson Newman won 100-64. The next one was about a month and a half later, and the Lady Eagles won by 30 in Augusta, Georgia. The first all-time meeting was back on February 26th of 1991. The Lady Eagles dropped that one 60-57. The first time under head coach Mike Mincy, his Lady Eagles will face the Augusta Jaguars. This is for the right to head to the round of 32 in the regional semifinals of the NCAA tournament. Starting lineups and opening tip-off head your way when we return to Salisbury, North Carolina after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
Okay, let's see. Carson Newman University. It's been around since 1851. A beautiful campus, amazing student life, world-class accredited academics, competitive athletic programs, a Christian perspective, a top 10 best value school. They give $48 million in financial aid every year, and I get a free scholarship when I enroll. Looks like I've found the perfect place.
This is Carson Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
This
kisses it off the glass and one
is Carson Newman Women's Basketball on the Eagles Sports Network.
Weichel off the screen, gets free. Here's a three, and the answer. Braylon Weichel with a massive triple. It's 67-65.
Today's game is brought to you by Appalachian Electric Cooperative, by Modern Woodman Financial Planning, Domino's, First Bank, by ShopCNEagles.com, The Eagle Club, the Bible Insurance Agency, by Pepsi, by Magaha Electric, InterDigital, by Food City, Trilite, and by Lisa's Country Kitchen. Now back to the voice of the Lady Eagles, Andrew Rogers.
All right, back inside of Goodman Gymnasium. Let's meet today's starting lineups. It's the same 5 Carson Newman has gone with for majority of this season, especially since Game 14 on. It's Tori Rutherford, Braylon Weichel, Michaela Alvey, Campbell Penland, and Lindsay Taylor for the number 2 seed Carson Newman, who is in white uniforms with blue numbers outlined in orange. Eagles across the front with a number below and on the front and back of the uniform. Augusta is coached by Celeste Stewart. She is in her second season, has 39 wins and 20 losses during her 2 years after graduating from East Carolina in 2013. It's Monet Florence, Kaylin Searles, Autumn Phillips, Tamaya Alford, and Kennedy Manning, who is up in the center jump circle with Lindsay Taylor. The ball is in the air. Taylor wins the tip, but it's batted to a Jag player, and Searles controls for Augusta. Quick three, Florence, swish. Monet Florence right off the bat, 10 seconds in, knocks down a triple. And Augusta grabs the early lead. They have full court pressure in the backcourt. Rutherford skips to Alvey. It's a turnover. It was deflected in the backcourt by Phillips. Alford in transition gets to the block, cut off, and traveled. Lifted her pivot foot at the block, and Carson Newman is able to force a turnover after giving it up on the opening possession. Jags have 3 All-Peach Belt Conference players, Alford, Phillips, Manning. Each were on the first, second, and third team. It was Phillips a first-teamer, Alford a second-teamer, and Manning on the third team. Eagles break the late 1-2-2 pressure, and Rutherford barks out a play call 40 seconds into the game out front. Taylor back to the basket at the top of the key. They go to the block. Alvey the catch. One step. Jump shot is short. Rebounded by Florence underneath. Jags move it up left to right. To the right wing, it's controlled by Phillips. She dribbles out front, crossing over at the top of the key. We're almost 60 seconds in, and Augusta leads by 3. Chest pass over to Kaylin Searles. Off a Manning screen, gets to the paint, kicks it out. Pump fake from Alford. She'll try to shoot from the baseline. It goes in and out. Rutherford has the defensive rebound. Late Eagles down 3 with the basketball. Weichel dribbles in front of the Jags bench. Now off to Alvey to the high post. Lindsey Taylor, the catch goes right to the basket and scores with the left hand. Lindsey Taylor gets Carson Newman on the board here in the NCAA tournament with a drive to the basket for 2. 3-2, 8:32 to go first quarter. The junior Phillips chest passes the basketball to Alford and now to Florence. Off a screen, Florence will try again. This one is off the right side of the iron. No. Alford the offensive rebound and stick back. Tamaya Alford, the Moorhead State transfer, averages 13 a game, has her first 2. 5-2, 8:12 to go. Rutherford long skip for Braylon Weichel in front of the Augusta bench. Dribbles and now picks it up inside the arc. Bounce to Taylor, who has her back to the basket, one-on-one with Manning. Kicks it out for Campbell Penland. Penland pump fakes, bounces it. Taylor, the catch in the left-hand deuce. 2 early buckets for Lindsey Taylor. She is 2 for 2, and Carson Newman's within 1. 7:50 to play, opening quarter, 5-4. Searles out front. Lobs it to Manning. The third-teamer finds the second-teamer, Alford. They set a down screen underneath for Manning to get to the block. Now she makes the catch. High post. Backs down Taylor with the right-hand dribble. Running shot with the left hand. Short. Rebounded by Lindsey Taylor. She'll dribble it up the floor herself, crossing midcourt. Bounces it across the way to Campbell Penland. Weichel, left wing, looks inside. Nothing there. Reversed off to Penland, right wing, triples up short. Long rebound, tracked down, saved by Alvey, but out of bounds. And possession goes back to Augusta. Eagles 0 for 2 from long distance early in the game. 2 Lindsey Taylor buckets make it 5-4 in the opening quarter, 7:15 and counting. Kaylin Searles, a graduate student, runs the point. Now off to Monet Florence. Touch for Phillips, who rises and hits. Autumn Phillips shoots nearly 40% from 3, and it's 8-4. Penland across half court to Rutherford. Torrey crosses over, gets to the paint, goes to the bucket, missed the left-hand layup. Rebound saved underneath by Florence. Outlet pass goes to Phillips. Phillips across half court. It's 8-4. Florence to the corner for Searles. 6:40 and counting opening quarter. Out front, the catch for Alford. Spins on Weichel, shoots over her and hits. Tamaya Alford makes it 10-4 Augusta. They've made 4 of their first 7 from the field. Weichel, quick 3 from the right wing. Back iron miss. Florence the board. Good looks early on for Carson Newman, but they're empty from the distance right now. That's Phillips at the right wing. Off to Alford, top of the key. Faces up. Pass was behind Florence. She's able to track it down. 12 to shoot. Manning, top of the key. A chest pass to the right wing for Phillips. Couple of dribbles. Pump fakes and misses. Back of the iron. And it's rebounded by Campbell Penland. Penland up the floor with a right-hand dribble. Picks it up at the top of the key. Off to Braylon Weichel. Penland looks inside. Bounces it in. Taylor, high post catch. Pump fake. Shoots a shot over Manning. Missed it. Rebound Manning. Kennedy Manning, 6'1", uses her length to disrupt Taylor's shot. Crossover by Phillips, kicks it out for Florence. Augusta with good ball movement, work it around. And back to Searles. Manning, catch face at the elbow, crosses over on Taylor, shoots and scores. 12-4, 5.5 to go first quarter. Eagles running the other way. Long pass too far out in front for Taylor. And the Eagles turn it over for a second time. It's a 7-0 run for Augusta, who is 5 of 9 from the field. As Keely Rogers is the first player off the bench, now joined by Emily Gonzalez, Maddie Knuckles, and Ashlyn Crittenden for Carson Newman. So wholesale subs, basically. The Eagles will leave Michaela Alvey out there with 5:24 to play in the first quarter. First change for Augusta. It'll be Jabria Fullwood, who has a couple of double-figure games off the bench, checking in for the first time. Augusta basketball up by 8 at the 5:20 mark of the opening quarter. Eagles haven't scored in nearly 3 minutes. Defense defending right now as Alford turns, shoots, airballed it. Nobody tracks down the rebound. It goes out of bounds, and Carson Newman gets it back. The 7-0 run right now is over the last nearly 2 minutes for the Jaguars. As Carson Newman goes to its second unit. Emily Gonzalez runs the point. Pressured at half court. Lobs to Crittenden in the far corner. Ashland gets to the free throw line, out to Alvey. One ball fake. Alvey goes to the basket, gets tripped up, and hits the deck hard as she is fouled. That's the game's first foul. That comes with exactly 5 minutes to play in the opening quarter. They'll get Kaylin Searles, her first, the team's first. It's 12-4 Augusta, the 7 seed, punching the 2 seed in the mouth early on. 12-4 halfway through the first quarter here inside of Goodman Gymnasium. We're back after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson Newman Eagles.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency, 423-586-4320, or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
All right, back to Salisbury, North Carolina. Carson Newman ball down 8 in this opening round matchup of the NCAA tournament, 12-4. Gonzalez, right baseline inbound. Lobs it to the wing for Crittenden. Skip to Rogers. Rogers gets into the paint. Met by 2, pitches it out. Gonzalez, she drives baseline. Met by 2, finds Rogers, who cuts. Back to Gonzalez, who pump fakes at the wing. Emily gets into the paint, fades away with a jump shot, and spins it in. Tough shot. High degree of difficulty, but Gonzalez gets it to go, and it's 12-6. Eagles in 2-2-1 pressure. They lob it ahead of the defense through the Jags, and it's controlled by Fullwood, and they hand it off to Searles. Yamani Paul into the game for the first time. As catch for Phillips at the wing, they throw it high post for Manning, who skips it to Searles. One more to the baseline for a driving Fullwood, who reverses up a layup, no good. Rogers the defensive rebound. 4:15 to go. Eagles in transition. Down 6. Extra fine. Crittenden pump fakes the corner 3. Gets to the paint. Tried to skip the pass. And Rogers swats it out of bounds. It's a turnover. Third Carson Newman turnover. And with 4:10 to go in the first quarter, it's 12-6. And the ball back to Augusta. Eagles still with his 2-2-1 pressure. Searles with it. Lobs it ahead. They get it into the hands. And a turnover. Fullwood had her pass deflected at midcourt. Crittenden's got it for the Eagles. Gonzalez to the baseline. Backs her defender down. Kicks it out. Crittenden wide open. Three-pointer. Barely grazed the iron. Knuckles the offensive rebound and stick back. And one. Maddie Knuckles in the right spot for the offensive rebound and bucket. And with 3:53 to go in the first quarter, the Eagles are within 4. Maddie Knuckles and Emily Gonzalez with the last 4 for Carson Newman. And Knuckles will head to the free throw line to try to complete a 3-point play. Eagle fans, Domino's is the official pizza of the Carson Newman Eagles. When you're hungry, reach for Domino's. Get a large one-topping pizza for $5.99 when you use your Carson Newman ID. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson Newman Eagles. Knuckles makes the free throw. It's a 3-point game. Florence into the middle. It's caught by Alford. She turns, and the Jags break the pressure, but turn it over. Phillips stole it away. Alvey tried to save it, and Phillips had it, but then fumbled it out of bounds along the sideline. Alvey took it away, but then fell on her backside and was forced to lob it up to a teammate. Phillips got a hand on it, but was unable to fully control it in the backcourt. Lost it out of bounds. And so Carson Newman gets it back down by 3. 12-9, 3:40 to go first quarter. Eagles moving right to left in the white uniforms here in this opening half. Alvey left wing against a 2-3 zone for Augusta. Alvey lost the dribble. It was stolen by Florence. Fourth Lady Eagle mistake here in the opening quarter. Augusta slows it back down, brings it in the half court with Autumn Phillips. Nearly a steal. Alvey nearly jumped the passing lane. Florence controls and throws to the baseline. Manning faces up, spins, pump fakes around Knuckles, shoots over her and scores. Soft hand, soft touch from Kennedy Manning, her second field goal, and it's 14-9. Gonzalez off a screen at the top of the key. Off to Crittenden. It's a man-to-man defense. Check that. It's a 2-3 now. Jags goes zone as they throw it inside. Rogers the catch. She pump fakes, goes around. A defender got it blocked. Manning the block. For the Jags, she's got it and outlets it to Florence underneath the hoop. Monet Florence across the timeline with the Jags up by 5. Off to Alford. To Maya Alford. To the top of the key for Yamani Paul, who gets into the lane. And an offensive foul. Michaela Alvey steps over and takes the charge. And that's the third team foul on Augusta. And the first on Yamani Paul. We've seen Alvey do that so many times this year. Slide over to take the charge. And she gives the ball back to Carson Newman, who brings 5 new players into the game. Braylon Weichel, Tori Rutherford, Campbell Penland, Skylar Boshiers, Lindsay Taylor. The original starting 5 to begin this season is out on the floor now for Mike Mincy's group. 5 on, 5 off here in this opening quarter. Still a 2-3 zone. Weichel in the corner, met by 2, dribbles out of it. And the Eagles work it back around to Campbell Penland at the top of the key. Penland bounce pass to the elbow for Taylor. Back was to the basket. She throws it to Rutherford. Now to the baseline, Weichel. A pump fake for Braylon. She steps back, nothing there. Bounces it over. Rutherford, catch and shoot 3. Money. Torrey from downtown for Carson Newman's first 3. And the Lady Eagles within 2 with 2 to play in the first. Catch made by Florence. The Lady Eagles see the Jags break the full court pressure, and Florence dribbles with the right hand at the right wing. Skip to Alford, who faces up off a Paul screen. Gets cut off at the free throw line. Off to Brianna Meekins, who's into the game for the first time. Off to Phillips. Misfires on the 3. Rebound Rutherford. Eagles have numbers in transition. 3 on 2. Penland bounce pass. Taylor the catch. The left hand layup. Too much on it. Rebound Meekins underneath. Eagles had numbers, but unable to take advantage. And with 90 seconds to go in the first quarter, Augusta walks it up the floor. Phillips crosses over, dribbling out front against Weichel. Off to Alford, who goes baseline around Campbell Penland. Scores. Tamaya Alford averages 13 a night. She's got 6 points, and the lead back to 4. 70 seconds to go first quarter. Skylar Boshiers, chest pass for Braylon Weichel, who pump fakes, tries a 20-footer. It's short of the iron. Ball deflects into the hands of Skylar Boshiers. Second chance for the Eagles. Weichel wants to try again, this time for 3, and it goes through. Braylon Weichel from downtown. Carson Newman's second triple, and the deficit is 1 with 50 ticks to go in the first quarter. Nearly a steal in the backcourt. Florence has it deflected by Rutherford. Steal for Rutherford. She'll try for 3, and hit. Torrey's second triple, and Carson Newman has its first lead with 35 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Phillips in the backcourt, nearly traveled, may have gotten away with an extra step. Jags break the pressure. 4-second difference. Shot clock to game clock. 20 seconds and counting first quarter. Jags dribble it out front with Autumn Phillips. Coach Stewart across the way saying hold for a second. Now Phillips goes to work with 6 to shoot. Phillips off his screen to Meekins. 4 on the shot clock. Meekins threw it away. Penland the steal. 5 and 4. Penland across half court got bumped. And it's just the 4th team foul, so it won't be free throws. It'll be a side out of bounds after Yamani Paul picks up her second. The Eagles have scored the last 6 points thanks to Braylon Weichel and Tori Rutherford threes. In fact, the Lady Eagles' last 3 buckets are all threes. 2 from Rutherford, 1 from Weichel. As Carson Newman up by 2 with 3 seconds to go first quarter, inbounding across the way. Bounce to Taylor, 3 and 2, back to Weichel for 3. Doesn't get the roll, it was too strong. But that caps the first quarter. Lady Eagles got out to a slow start, only made 2 of their first 7 shots, but end the quarter making 5 of their final 9, including 3 threes in a row from Tori Rutherford and Braylon Weichel. It's Carson Newman by 2 in this opening round of the NCAA tournament from Salisbury, North Carolina. Second quarter action heads your way after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
There's something about a small community that unites us. Whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
Strong end to quarter number 2 has Carson Newman ahead 18-16, getting it set for the second quarter. It was 12-4 at the halfway point. The Lady Eagles outscore Augusta 12-4 their way in the final 5 minutes of that quarter. Got it done on offense and defense to lead by 2. Still the same 5 out there for Carson Newman as Rutherford works it over against a man-to-man defense for Weichel, who drives baseline, met by 2, turned it over. Got bodied up by Florence, no call. Alford into the corner for Meekins, who pump fakes, gets to the bucket, through traffic, missed the layup. Taylor gets the defensive rebound, and Rutherford controls, skips it to Campbell Penland. Penland to the basket, right-hand layup through traffic is too strong, and it's rebounded by Searles underneath. Both teams missing some bunnies underneath to begin this quarter. 45 seconds into the second quarter. Lady Eagles still lead by 2. Searles, the point guard, lobs for Alford at the elbow. Tamaya Alford rips through, spins on Rutherford, shoots over her and scores. Tamaya Alford has 8 points. The all-Peach Belt second teamer off to a good start. We're tied. Handoff for Weichel, who bounces it for Skylar Boshiers. Birthday girl crosses over at the top of the key, floats it up short. Taylor, the offensive rebound. Left-hand jump hook, too strong. Rebound knocked out by Augusta. Searles lost it. And with 8:49 to go in the second quarter, Carson Newman is going to have the basketball, and it's going to bring 5 new players into the game. Michaela Alvey, Ashlyn Crittenden, Keely Rogers, Maddie Knuckles, Emily Gonzalez into the basketball game. Lady Eagles were a little gassed in that SAC tournament title game, and so anticipating maybe 3 games, certainly got to win 1 to get to the second and then to the third. Lady Eagles trying to use a lot of its bench early on. Rogers cuts to the hoop. Right-hand layup. No good, but a foul underneath on Brianna Meekins. That'll be her first and Augusta's first of this second quarter. Free throws coming for Keely Rogers with 8:42 to go until the break. Kennedy Manning returns and replaces Malia Grace in the lineup as Rogers heads to the free throw line. First one up for Keely is swished in. Rogers has her first NCAA tournament point. Lady Eagles have experience in the tournament. Braylon Weichel, Michaela Alvey, Campbell Penland, Lindsay Taylor, Skylar Boshiers all have played in the NCAA tournament. Now we're seeing Rogers and some other sophomores and freshmen get the opportunity to compete as Alvey with a touch foul as Augusta broke the pressure across half court. First on Alvey. And Carson Newman's first of the second quarter. Rogers made both free throws. The Lady Eagles back up by 2. Inbound to Kaylin Searles. Graduate student gets to the elbow, kicks it out for Monique Florence, who has a 3-pointer early on. Lobs to Meekins, now inside Manning. Backs down, Knuckles lost it, but a foul. Rather, that's Rogers underneath who was bodying up Manning. First on Keely Rogers and Carson Newman's second with 8:25 to go. Still 20-18, and Augusta will inbound right to the baseline. Florence lobs it out front for Meekins. Quick reversal back to Florence after a down screen. She'll try from distance and swish it in. Monet Florence's second triple. She averages 9, and Augusta's back up by 1. Crittenden lob to Alvey, who hands off for Maddie Knuckles. The freshman finds a back-cutting Rogers, who threw it away. Got deflected off a head of Alford, but Florence controls in the backcourt as Carson Newman turns it over for a 6th time. Baseline lob for Manning. Backs down Rogers, spins to her left and uses glass for 2. Jags with 5 straight, and it's 23-20. Gonzalez to the corner for Crittenden. The sophomore gets to the top of the key, hands off for Alford, and Alvey nearly lost it. Gonzalez into the paint, floats it up over Manning, too strong, knuckles the offensive rebound, a power dribble and got blocked by Manning, who saves it in, but it's into the hands of Alvey, who had it stripped by Florence, 2-on-1. Florence to the basket, running right-hand layup, too strong, rebound deflects out to Manning, but Alvey stripped it away from her. 5-on-4, Florence is down along the baseline. Rogers drives, kicks it out for Crittenden. Still a 5-on-4, and Meekins picks her pocket, but Crittenden takes it back. Hectic play here as Florence is up and lobbing the other way, and now the pass is behind Knuckles. Eagles all out of sorts here. Crittenden was looking for Knuckles, who was just jogging in the corner and didn't see the basketball coming her way. Carson Newman requests for time, turning it over for an 8th time, and for the 3rd time in the last 90 seconds. Augusta by 3 with 7:05 to play in the second quarter. Jags have outscored Carson Newman in this second period.
847-0824. Go Eagles! How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
All right, back to Goodman Gymnasium, home of Catawba College, the highest seed and the host for the 2nd straight year in the Southeast region here in the NCAA tournament. Carson Newman's number 2 seed down by 3, just over 3 minutes into the second quarter. The Jags break Carson Newman's full court pressure and set up in the half court. Back to the starting 5, except Skylar Boshiers is in there with the Lady Eagles starting 5 as Phillips is short on a jump shot. Lindsey Taylor rips the rebound away from Kennedy Manning. Eagles in transition off to Rutherford. Torrey hands for Braylon Weichel. Those two have all 3 of Carson Newman's triples. Penland tries to change it and does. CP from distance, her first bucket, and the Eagles tie it at 23 with 6.5 to play in the second quarter. 4th Carson Newman tray ball. They're 50% from 3 here in the opening half. Phillips, top of the key, lobs for Fullwood, and now for Searles. Alford has 8 points to lead the Jags. Finds Phillips, who faces up at the top of the key, shoots over Rutherford. Left of the iron, it's missed. Penland the defensive rebound. Campbell dribbles it up the floor, across half court. Extra fine in the corner for Weichel. The pass was bad, so Braylon dribbles it out front. Now gets to the elbow. Now for Boshiers, one more to Penland. Bounce feed baseline. Rutherford into the paint, kicks it out. Weichel back to Penland for 3. Again, same spot, same result for Campbell Penland, who is now 6 points away from 1,000 in her Carson Newman career. And back-to-back tray balls out of a timeout forces an Augusta timeout with 5:41 until halftime. The Eagles have gone on these little mini bursts with the 3 ball. In the first quarter, if you remember, Torrey Rutherford, Braylon Weichel combined to hit 3 threes in the final 2 minutes of the first quarter to give Carson Newman the 2-point lead after 1. And now Penland's hit back-to-back here in the last 90 seconds to make it a 3-point Carson Newman lead with 5:41 to go until halftime in this opening round matchup. Eagle fans, Lisa's Country Kitchen serves the best home-cooked meals the Lakeway region has to offer. Lisa's Country Kitchen is the official restaurant of the Carson Newman Eagles. Carson Newman shooting 38% from the field, but an impressive 56% from 3. 5 of 9 so far. 3-point lead. Jags basketball inbounding in the backcourt against Carson Newman's 2-2-1 pressure. Phillips met by a double, bounces it to Searles across the timeline, and the Eagles back off into a man-to-man. Jags haven't scored in 2.5 minutes. It's Searles chest passing the ball off to Fullwood, and now back to Alford. To Maya Alford, hands off for Phillips, dribbling out front. Phillips off a screen, drives to the baseline, missed the shot, but Rutherford came down with her arms. She was straight up initially, but the arms came down as Phillips went up for the shot. And Torrey commits her first and Carson Newman's third of the second period. Free throws for Autumn Phillips with 5:16 to go in the second quarter. 26-23. It's a Carson Newman advantage here against Augusta. And what is just the fourth meeting between these two programs? And the fourth coming in the NCAA tournament opening round as Phillips rolls in the first free throw. Autumn Phillips shoots 43% from the field, 81 from the line, averaging 15 points per game. That's a team high. Also leads the team with 61 steals. Splits a pair of free throws. Offensive rebound for Fullwood, but Rutherford took it away. Torrey across half court, dribbles to the wing, nothing there. The Eagles reset with Weichel. Braylon, skip to Penland. Campbell bounces it in. Left block for Taylor. They show a double. Taylor felt it and threw it away. Penland was going to go cut to the basket, but Taylor had already thrown it back near the wing, and so it's a turnover. 26-23. Lady Eagles have coughed it up 9 times, but lead by 2 points, rather. 26-24. 4:55 on a rolling second quarter clock. Alford skips into the lane, but gets tied up. The jump ball is called. Possession arrow stays with Augusta. Kayla Alvey returns for Carson Newman. Skylar Boshiers will exit. The Eagles have started to defend much better here in this final stretch of this second quarter. No buckets for Augusta in the last 3+ minutes. To Maya Alford, chest passes it out front for Phillips. To the baseline, it's a face-up for Fullwood, who goes to the bucket, running right-hand shot, too strong, rebound Taylor. Taylor's got the rebound and outlets the pass for Campbell Penland. 4.5 to go second quarter, Lady Eagles by 2. Penland to the corner for Alvey. Michaela comes off a screen, chest pass off to Weichel. Braylon pump fakes, back to Alvey, they throw it to the block, Taylor to the catch, but an offensive foul. Knocked Manning to the deck, trying to create post position at the right block, and Taylor commits her first. Substitute coming in, it's Malia Grace entering the game. So with Malia Grace and Kennedy Manning on the floor, that's 2 players at 6'1" for the Jaguars. Inbound the backcourt for Searles. Her and Phillips try to break this Carson Newman 2-2-1 pressure. They bounce it ahead for Grace, who hands it back off for Kaylin Searles. Right elbow catch and face for Manning, who puts it on the floor. Backs down Campbell Penland. Left-hand shot off glass is too strong. Rebounded by Lindsey Taylor. Taylor's fourth board. Penland, far wing skip for Braylon Weichel. Braylon gets bumped at the right elbow, goes around the defender, shoots a shot, but got blocked. And Taylor at the left block, out of bounds by Phillips. 3:47 to go in the second quarter. It was a nice dribble drive from Weichel, but Taylor got blocked from behind by Autumn Phillips. Taylor, Rutherford, Penland exit. Rogers, Knuckles, Gonzalez enter for the Lady Eagles with 3:47 to go. And up by 2. Both teams have gone cold from the field in the second. The Eagles haven't scored in more than 2 minutes as Gonzalez waits for a Weichel down screen. Weichel wasn't open off the screen, guarded by Fullwood out front. 8 to shoot. Weichel off a screen. Deep 2. Got partially tipped, or did it? Let's see. It did not. It was an air ball. It was a good contest by Fullwood without blocking the shot, and so Augusta gets it back. Down by 2 with 3:32 to go until halftime. The Eagles had back-to-back triples from Campbell Penland at the 6:33 and the 5:45 mark of this quarter, but haven't scored now since those buckets. Phillips dribbles out front against Braylon Weichel in a 2-point game. Alford, right wing catch. Off to Grace at the top of the key. And to Phillips, foul line extended left wing. Phillips gets into the paint off a screen. Finds a back-cutting Alford, who finishes 10 points for Tamaya Alford to lead all scorers. And we're tied with 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Extra pass, Alvey, corner 3, back of the iron. Rebound batted out to Alvey, but she dribbled it off her foot. And the ball back to Augusta. Well, she was going to go casually get that basketball, but accidentally, with her right foot, knocked it out of bounds. She was having to deal with the mid-court line as well. Didn't want it to go in the backcourt. or touch it before went the backcourt, it would be a backcourt violation. So Alvey loses it out of bounds. And Augusta can regain a lead. Phillips to Alford. Guarded by Carly Hayworth, and a foul called underneath. That'll be the 5th team foul on Carson Newman. It's on Keely Rogers. Rogers is second, trying to fight for position with Malia Grace underneath. And now the senior center from Grayson, Georgia, will head to the free throw line as Taylor returns and replaces Keely Rogers, who exits with 2 fouls. 2 shots coming for Malia Grace. She puts the first free throw up, and no good. Back of the iron on the first free throw. Jags team back in the NCAA tournament the first time since 2016, and making the program's 5th tournament appearance as 2 misses for Grace. Taylor rebounds. They have been able to get back this year, hoping to make some noise as Alvey goes to the bucket. Baseline floater goes through. Michaela Alvey with the left hand, or with a right hand floater for her first bucket. Eagles by 2. 2.5 to go until halftime. Long skip and catch for Manning, who goes to the bucket. Left hand layup, good. Kennedy Manning has 8 points. The Jags break the pressure and score underneath. Hayworth to Gonzalez. Inside, Taylor, the catch, splits 2, bounces it. Alvey throws it up off glass. No. Taylor, the offensive rebound and stick back, plus the contact and 1. Lindsay Taylor with her 3rd basket. The Eagles active on the offensive glass, and Taylor gets rewarded with another free throw. Lady Eagles have 7 offensive rebounds in this opening half to Augusta's 2. Taylor has 6 points, ties with Tori Rutherford and Campbell Penland for the team lead, as Brianna Meekins returns and replaces Malia Grace. 30-28, 2:06 to go, first half. Taylor can't complete the 3-point play, left the free throw short, and Augusta has it down 2. Searles walks it across with 2 minutes to play in the second quarter. Searles dribbles out near Carson Newman's bench, comes off the screen with the right hand. Now kicks it out for Monet Florence, who's back in, tries from distance, missed the 3-pointer. Alvey had the rebound, knocked away from her by Tamaya Alford. And Carson Newman gets it back with $1:46 to go until halftime. Trying to build on a 2-point lead. Lady Eagles have only led for just over 5 minutes in this first half, and the largest lead has been just 3. Hayworth to Gonzalez. Carly. Now to Taylor, but the pass was too low for Maddie Knuckles. A turnover. Alford hands off for Searles. Galen Searles dribbles out front against Gonzalez with light pressure. Point guard comes off a Manning screen, crosses over, goes to the bucket, kicks it out. Alford, 1 dribble, pull up. Deep 2 is strong. Offensive rebound. Meekin, she turns, shoots, got blocked by Knuckles. Outlet pass to Taylor and a bounce for Emily Gonzalez with 60 seconds to go in the first half. Lady Eagles by 2. Gonzalez dribbles out front. Hands off for Carly Hayworth. Gonzalez hands off for Alford. Now to Knuckles, left wing. To Taylor, top of the key, face to Alvey. Pass behind Gonzalez in the top of the key. She lost it. Steal for Alford as she hits the deck and finds Meekins falling to the turf, or falling to the court rather. Skip ahead to Florence at half court, and Augusta will control it with 36 seconds to go in this opening half. Searles off a screen, bodied up by Alfie, picks her dribble up at the free throw line, lob for Florence, 8 to shoot. Lob it in, left block, Manning, back right hand dribble, spins around Taylor, missed the shot, Meekins the offensive rebound, no, Manning gets the board, tries again, but a traveling violation called before the next putback attempt by Manning, which also was not good. The Lady Eagles had the rebound, so regardless, it's another empty possession for Augusta, who hasn't scored in 2.5 minutes. And Carson Newman can hold for the final shot of the half. With 11.5 ticks to go, it's Carson Newman by 2 with the basketball. They'll roll it up the floor. Rutherford picks it up near half court. The clock started before Torrey picked up the basketball. So the officials have to blow it dead and reset the clock back to probably what it was at 11.5 to go. Still sitting at 9 seconds. They'll just do it to 11 seconds rather than 11.5. Eagles inbound near midcourt. Penland to Alvey, but it's stolen by Meekins. Ball pinballing around in the backcourt. Alvey saves for Rutherford. 5 seconds. Torrey from half court. Missed the heave. Rebound for Searles. 1 second. She'll try from half court and miss it off the right side. Well, Rutherford did not realize there were 5.5 seconds to go in the half. Heaved one up. Nearly went in. That allowed Augusta to get it a shot up, though, on the other end, and they missed. And so that brings us to a 30-28 halftime score here in Salisbury, North Carolina. It's a slugfest. Both teams below 40% from the field, but it's Carson Newman by 2 points.
SeeingEagles.com right now, where they have all of your needs covered. From clothing to outfitting your tailgate party, whether you're hunting, fishing, or on the golf course, shop SeeingEagles.com is the place for you. All of your everyday essentials, from pens to phone chargers, are in one place. For the best gear in the business, visit shopSeeingEagles.com today.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit InterDigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
It's halftime. We'll head back to the arena for the ShopSeeingEagles.com halftime report in just 60 seconds on the Eagle Sports Network.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
It's halftime. Your first half scoring summary and a check of the ShopCNEagles.com sack scoreboard are headed your way.
Smith, right wing, three-pointers, up, it's in! Potentially a dagger for CN!
Now, back to the voice of the Lady Eagles, Michael Watrang.
Carson Newman by 2 points at halftime from Salisbury, North Carolina. 30-28 is the score. Carson Newman just 35% from the field, but both teams went on scoring droughts to end half number one. Neither team scored in the final 2.5 minutes of that opening half to bring us to this 30-28 score. Carson Newman led 18-16 after the first, and both teams scored exactly 12 points in the second period to bring us to this 30-28 tally. Augusta missed 10 of their final 12 shots in half number one. Carson Newman overcame an early sluggish start from the field, outscored Augusta 14-4 in the final 5 minutes of the opening quarter to lead by 2 points after one. Looked like the Eagles were going to gain some momentum there in the second quarter when Campbell Penland hit back-to-back triples just over 4 minutes into the second period. Lady Eagles led by 3 points, but Augusta scored the next three. Carson Newman made two layups down the stretch in the final 2.5 minutes there. In between was a Manning layup to bring us to this 30-28 halftime score, and a balanced effort for the Lady Eagles scoring-wise. Tori Rutherford with 2 threes for 6 points. Campbell Penland with 2 threes for 6 points. Lindsey Taylor with 3 buckets. She has 6 points and 6 rebounds. Braylon Weichel has 3 points and a 3-point basket. in that opening half. Keely Rogers a bucket, Emily Gonzalez, Maddie Knuckles all have bench points as well for the Lady Eagles, who shoot just 35%. Augusta shoots 40%, 12 of 30. Carson Newman 11 of 31 from the field in that opening half, but did shoot an impressive 5 of 12 from beyond the arc, 42% from 3 compared to Augusta's lower mark from 3 of 7, but 43%, so more of an efficient three-point shooting day for both squads than it has been from the inside. Eagles with a -4 mark in points in the paint, 16 to 12 there after half number 1. 10 second chance points for Carson Newman. That's a big headline from the opening half. 10 to 2 mark in second chance points thanks to 7 offensive rebounds. So of the second chance opportunities created, the Eagles have basically scored on 5 of those 7 occasions. They have gotten offensive rebounds in that opening half, in large part due to Augusta's defense inside the arc so far. It's a group that only allows 60 points per game, and certainly seeing why they have allowed opponents this year to only graze 60 points or more on average, holding Carson Newman to 30 in the opening half. Tamaya Alford leads all scorers and Augusta with 10 points on 5 of 8 shooting in half number 1. Kennedy Manning with 8, and Monet Florence has 6 points, hit 2 threes, has 4 rebounds as well. Autumn Phillips, one of the top scorers on this team, was held just 1 basket, 1 of 5 shooting for 4 points. In fact, only 4 players for the Jags have scored in this opening half. It's 30-28. Carson Newman in the opening round of the NCAA tournament leads by 2 points. We'll tell you what happened earlier today in this gym. Tell you what's to come, and we'll take a look around the world for NCAA tournament scores when we come back to Salisbury, North Carolina after these messages. This is Carson Newman women's basketball on the Eagles Sports Network.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931. A check of the ShopCNEagles.com SAC scoreboard is next. This is the Eagle Sports Network. If you're looking for official Eagle merchandise, look no further than the Carson Newman Bookstore. With a large selection of Carson Newman gifts and apparel, you're sure to find something to please the entire family. From stuffed eagles to towel sets, sweatshirts, shorts, hats, and slippers, we literally have you covered from head to toe. We have just the item you're looking for no matter what the season. So whether you're an Eagle student, parent, alumni, or fan, shop us for everything orange and blue. Call 865-471-3539 for more information and store hours. We'll see you at the Carson Newman Bookstore.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson Newman Eagles.
The Eagles Sports Network is part of SAC Live, the official digital network of the South Atlantic Conference. SAC Live is the home of all your South Atlantic Conference sports action, including 20 SAC championships. Time to get caught up with some SACtion. Here are the happenings around the South Atlantic Conference and the nation. Let's go around the league with the ShopCNEagles.com scoreboard update. Now back to the arena.
It's a 2-point Carson Newman lead at halftime, 30-28 over the number 7 seed Augusta here inside of Goodman Gymnasium. Let's tell you about the game that happened earlier today. The winner of this one gets the number 6 seed Anderson, who upsets Wingate. Wingate won the South Atlantic Conference tournament after defeating Lincoln Memorial, Catawba, and then Carson Newman for the SAC title just 1 week ago. But 1 week later, the Dogs are out of the tournament after falling 74-55, an impressive performance for the Trojans, who got 23 points from Brittany Stafford, 17 points from Nelia Wilson, 12 points, 10 rebounds from Diamond McDowell, and 15 points and 6 assists from Zemiah Passmore. And the Trojans are moving on. They'll await the winner of this 2-7 matchup. And that contest will be played tomorrow evening here in Goodman Gymnasium at 5 p.m. We'll take a look around the NCAA tournament. Damon upsets St. Rose in a 6-3 game, 52-47. Same for UT Tyler, who wins by 20 in their 6-3 matchup. Fort Hays State, a 15-point victory over Northwest Missouri State, 62-47. Tampa, in a 3-6 game in the South region, defeats Embry-Riddle 76-70. Lock Haven, a 74-60 victory in a 4-5 game over California, Pennsylvania, and Ferris State, a 75-53 win over Lewis. There are some scores going on as well. Union out of Tennessee trails at halftime over Eckerd, 40-39. Gannon, a 1 seed in the Atlantic region, taking on West Virginia State. It's 39-31 at halftime. In that contest, Assumption leads Franklin Pierce by 8. That's a 2-7 matchup. And Ashland has a 24-point lead at halftime over Drury, who is a number 7 seed. Carson Newman's in the NCAA tournament for the 13th time and looking to win the opening round contest here for the 5th time in program history. Lady Eagles battling with the Jags in just the 4th all-time meeting. How do these two teams respond after halftime? It's Carson Newman by 2. Second half action heads your way when the Eagles Sports Network returns after this.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
This is Carson Newman basketball.
Into the front court, loses her dribble, kicks it out, right wing, 3 from Bergstrom is up and good! As the buzzer sounds to end the first half.
On the Eagles Sports Network.
This is Carson Newman, men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
All right, getting set for the second half from Goodman Gymnasium. Andrew Rogers Glad to have you here in Salisbury, North Carolina for this opening round contest of the NCAA tournament. It's 30-28. Carson Newman as we get set for the second half of action. Eagle fans, check out Carson Newman Athletics' official online store at shopseeaneagles.com, which features more than 1,100 products from T-shirts and polos to phone skins and pet collars. Shopseeaneagles.com is the official online store of the Carson Newman Eagles. Lady Eagles this year, when leading at halftime, 19-4. On the flip side, when they trail at half, they're only 2-4. So the odds certainly favor. And the Eagles have had success when leading at the break. The margin is just 2. And Carson Newman starts with the basketball here in the second half, 30-28. Moving left to right. Rutherford, lob inside. Taylor the catch, the right-hand dribble, splits 2, left-hand layup. Too strong off the iron, but a foul called underneath on Autumn Phillips. She was not the one defending Taylor. She reached in as Taylor split the 2 defenders. Phillips was that second defender that came to help Manning. And so Lindsay gets rewarded with 2 free throws. Her first one is up and hits nothing but nylon. 30-28, 31-28 now. 12 seconds into the third quarter. Taylor has 7 and now 8. 32-28. Eagles with 2-2-1 pressure to begin the third. Searles met by 2. Lobs the backcourt for Phillips. She's met by 2 and now finds Searles. They break the pressure in the half court. Autumn Phillips, an all-conference player, averages 15, just has 4 points. Manning the catch, backdoor cut. Alford, the right-hand layup off glass. Nice sequence and offensive set for the Jags. Rutherford doubled in the backcourt, needs help. Really needs help. And Alvey comes to the basketball just across the front court to make the catch. Skip to Campbell Penland, who pump fakes the 3, gets to the elbow, and in and out with a jump shot. Searles loses it out of bounds, and Carson Newman will keep it. Soros was met by 2 Lady Eagles, but just could not corral that rebound into her 2 hands. And 50 seconds into the third quarter, Carson Newman ball. Penland bounces it. Taylor, the catch, the left-hand layup through traffic, missed everything. Alvey, the offensive rebound, saves to Taylor. Taylor thought about going back up with it, threw it out, and it was stolen by Searles. Searles dribbled the ball off her foot. It ends up with Alford, who Euros in the lane. Through contact, missed it. Kicks it out for Manning. Jags reset in the half court with Autumn Phillips. And now to Tamaya Alford, who has 10 points. Florence the lob to Manning. Skip it out. Phillips pump fakes the 3, shoots from the free throw line, and rolls it in. Autumn Phillips with 6 points, and we're tied at 32, 90 seconds into the third quarter. Penland skipping to the middle of the defense. Alvey, one more to Weichel, right wing 3. Too strong. Rebound, Alford. Tamaya Alford has her third board and leaves it off for Kaylin Searles. The point guard walks it up across half court. 32 all. We approach 2 minutes into the third. Alford again defended by Alvey. Has to lob it back out for Searles. 10 to shoot. Right wing catch for Florence. Gets an Alford screen. Gets into the paint. Running left hand shot. Denied. Lindsay Taylor the block. 5-on-4 for Carson Newman. Penland to the bucket. Right hand layup. Too strong. Rebound and long football pass from Phillips to Florence. She loses it on the way up. It's loose on the deck. She saves it to the sideline. Alford keeps it in for Manning. Effort plays all around. Searles into the lane. Floats it up. Back of the iron. Florence tips the rebound to Weichel. Well, and an offensive foul. Weichel bumps off on Florence, who was bodying up Braylon Weichel in the backcourt. Braylon gave her a little shove to get the guard off of her. And with 7:30 to go, Augusta gets the basketball back as Carson Newman turns it over for a 14th time. It's Weichel's first foul. Hectic basketball both ways in this game. Frenetic sequences often. Searles inside the arc. Not a threat to shoot the 3. So they'll leave her open outside the arc, does Penland. They throw it to the baseline. Manning. Lob it out for Phillips. Phillips catch and shoot from the top of the key. Front of the iron miss. Rebound Tori Rutherford. Rutherford crosses half court with Carson Newman tied with the Jags. Handoff for Braylon Weichel. Weichel to the free throw line. Kicks it out for Campbell Penland. Penland to the baseline for Alvey. Michaela, one dribble, pulls up, left it short. Rebound Phillips. 3 minutes into the third. We're tied at 32. Phillips stops at the free throw line. Skips to Florence, who's open. Left wing three. Off the glass. No good. Rutherford the rebound. Torrey the other way. Skips it to Campbell Penland, who pump fakes the three. Into the corner for Alvey. Baseline catch for Taylor. Bounce it out. Penland. Campbell rips through. Goes to the bucket. Left-hand layup. No good, but a foul called on Autumn Phillips, who picks up her second. On a drive left for Campbell Penland, who gets rewarded with 2 free throws. Both teams have not scored in more than 2 minutes. And Campbell Penland can change Carson Newman's 3.5-minute scoring drought with a free throw here. It's up and out. Bounced out for Campbell Penland, who has 6 points on 2 of 6 shooting. Penland 6 points away from 1,000 in her Carson Newman career. Spins the basketball and tosses the second one up and through. 33-32. Carson Newman back ahead by 1. Florence to Searles in the backcourt. She's met by a double and lobs to Florence. Monet breaks the pressure and is defended by Weichel out front. Alford left elbow. Gets ripped by Alvey. Michaela picks her pocket, throws it ahead for Penland. Penland, right wing. Right-hand dribble. Comes off a Taylor screen, gets to the free throw line. Pick and roll with Taylor, who comes to the elbow. Off to Rutherford. Torrey looks inside. Taylor's got a mismatch. Lady Eagles recognize it, look inside. Now the Jags are able to switch away from it. Taylor, guarded now by Manning, backs her down, fakes around her, goes to the left hand, left it short. Alvey, the offensive rebound, got swatted, but a foul on the way up. Well, Carson Newman has missed some bunnies inside. Several layups coming up short. But Kennedy Manning fouled Alvey, who got another offensive rebound, and Michaela will head to the free throw line for 2 shots. And Mike Mincy's going to 5 new players after these free throws. Keely Rogers, Emily Gonzalez, Skylar Boshears, Ashlyn Crittenden, Maddie Knuckles all set to check into the game. Boshears will wait at the scores table for Alvey, who takes these 2 free throws. Both teams now officially below 40% from the field, and both below 40% from 3. They've combined for 24 turnovers so far, as we've got some sweat in the painted area. A couple of players noticed it underneath. That's taken care of, and Michaela Alvey will shoot 2 free throws for the number 2 seed Carson Newman. First free throw is up, and it's in for Michaela Alvey. Lady Eagles with their highest seed, second highest seed in program history. That comes in the team's 13th NCAA tournament appearance as Alvey splits the pair. It's 34-32 with 5:40 to go in the third quarter. Searles across half court, hands off for Florence. Florence to Phillips. Phillips off the screen, crosses over at the free throw line, shoots, left it short of the iron. Gonzalez swats the rebound out of bounds. And it'll stay with Augusta with 5:29 to play in this third quarter. Jags have not scored in 3 minutes, but only trail by 2 points. It's 4-4 in this third quarter. 5:29 to go in the period. Searles finds Florence off a down screen. Here's a 3, and it swishes in for Monet Florence. Her third 3, and Augusta is back up by 1. Fourth lead change as this pass is thrown away by Gonzalez, who is behind Crittenden in the corner, and Carson Newman turns it over for a 15th time. Certainly has plagued the Eagles so far today. Those turnovers, the most in a game this year is 20. Another screen set for Florence, who shoots another one and hits again. Back-to-back triples for Monet Florence, and Augusta's up 4. Her own personal 6-0 run, she's got 12. Crittenden and the Eagles break the pressure. Boshears out front, skips to Crittenden, now to Gonzalez right wing. Gonzalez dribbles at the right wing, goes between the legs, now to the baseline. Rogers, Keeley gets to the paint, finds Knuckles, but a reach-in called as Rogers was whacked on her left arm, and that'll bring us to a break. Monet Florence has hit back-to-back threes for the Jaguars. And with 4:37 to go, it's 38-34 Augusta. Eagles down by 4.
Graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
All right, back to Goodman Gymnasium. It's Augusta by 4, 38-34 with 4:37 to go in the quarter. Right elbow catch for Knuckles, who spins on Meekins and traveled. Took an extra step, and that is 16 Carson Newman turnovers in this game. Backcourt inbound. It's Phillips lobbing it ahead of the defense. Meekins, the catch, the pump fake, the layup through traffic is good. Brianna Meekins with her first bucket, and it's 40-34. 6-point advantage, largest one in the second half for Augusta. 4:15 to go in the third. Crittenden off a screen to Rogers. Rogers into the paint, picks her dribble up, kicks it out for Skylar Boshiers. 4 minutes to go in the third. Boshiers spins on Alford, got ripped by Meekins. A steal. Brianna in transition, up and in and out on the right-hand layup, but she's fouled. Steal and nearly a score for Brianna Meekins, who gets rewarded with 2 free throws. The junior forward making an impact off the bench with a couple of rebounds and now a chance to make 2 free throws as Carson Newman brings 5 new players back into the game. Braylon Weichel, Michaela Alvey, Tori Rutherford, Lindsay Taylor, and Campbell Penland return as Meekins lines up the first one. It's nothing but air. Missed everything. Meekins shoots 67%, but left that one well short. 3:57 to go in the third. Meekins has the basketball back for the Jags, who have only made 1 free throw in 4 attempts, make it 1 of 5. Left that one short. It barely got the iron. Rutherford the rebound. The long skip for Weichel. Braylon gets inside the arc. Lost it. It was ripped by Florence in the paint. 18 Carson Newman turnovers. It's an 8-0 run over the last 2 minutes for Augusta, who has a 6-point lead with 3:35 to go. Meekins to Phillips for 3, left it short. Alvey the board. Alvey's got 4 rebounds, pushes tempo the other way. Max stops at the elbow, shoots, missed it right. Rebound Phillips. Shots not falling for Carson Newman, who is 30% from the field and has not scored in 2.5 minutes. 3:15 and counting to go in the third. Bounce it for Manning. Kennedy Manning spins on Taylor, goes glass. It rolls off the iron. Alvey the rebound. 5 on 4 if the Eagles push. Alvey kicks it ahead. Campbell Penland. Eagles need it. Penland delivers. CP's 3rd triple. She is 2 points away from 1,000. And now Rutherford the steal to Weichel. Braylon gets fouled at the cup by Phillips. A score and a steal gives Carson Newman some momentum here in the third. It's on Autumn Phillips, who picks up her 3rd. So the first player from either side with 3 fouls, as Kennedy Manning will exit and Malia Grace returns. And it looks like Phillips will check out with those 3 fouls as well, as Kaylin Searles is back into the game. (40-37). Braylon Weichel to shoot 2 free throws. She has just 3 points on 1 of 6 shooting. And rattles in the first free throw. Eagles have gotten to the line a lot. Now 8 of 11 from the stripe. As Braylon gets the basketball back, trying to add on to her point total, competing in her 4th NCAA tournament. Makes the second. It's a 1-point game. 40-39. 2:50 to go in the third. Florence in the backcourt, rips through around Weichel, skips it to Meekins. Meekins stops at the 8-foot mark, now kicks it out for Searles. Thought about the jump shot. The Jags want to reset in the half court. Meekins catches top of the key. They look inside. Malia Grace, the catch, the shot. It's short. Rebound, Michaela Alvey. 6 of those for Mack. And Carson Newman can regain a lead this trip down. Penland, long skip into the corner. Rutherford, pump fakes the three, goes to the bucket. Now dribbles it out for Penland. Penland, hands off for Rutherford. Eagles had numbers, didn't take advantage. 12 on the shot clock. Torrey off a Taylor screen, goes right, stops at the baseline, spins and scores. Torrey Rutherford has 8 points, her first bucket after halftime, and the lead is 1. As Searles dribbled it off Weichel's foot out of bounds, it stays with Carson Newman. 2:01 to go in the third quarter. That's a 7-0 run now for the Lady Eagles in 1 minute. Skip for Alford, who lobs it ahead for Grace. Grace makes the catch, and they reset with Searles in the half court. 41-40. Carson Newman by 1 in a slugfest here in the opening round between the Jaguars and the Eagles. Searles to the elbow, to Florence, who comes off a screen. Pops from 12 and hits. Monet Florence averages 12 a game, or rather 9 a game, and now has 14. Double team in the backcourt. Rutherford lobs for Penland. Jags by 1 with 85 seconds to go. Alvey the lob. Taylor the catch. The layup, no, but a foul underneath on Malia Grace. Second on Grace, and 2 free throws coming for Lindsay Taylor. Taylor has 8 points and 6 rebounds for Carson Newman on double-double watch, competing in her third NCAA tournament. First free throw is up, and it is true for the Maryville native. Taylor has improved that stroke from the line this year. 67%, makes both, and Carson Newman's back up by 1. Autumn Phillips returns with those 3 fouls and replaces Monet Florence with a $1:22 to play in the quarter. They've had 7 lead changes and 6 ties, and neither side is led by more than 8. Phillips breaks the pressure, guarded by Weichel, and will reset in the half court. Phillips with the left hand leaves it off for Searles at the left wing. Foul line extended, guarded by Rutherford. Bounce it to Meekins, to Alford, right wing. To Maya Alford off the screen. Splits 2, and a blocking foul called underneath. As Alvey tried to take the charge, and 2 officials are going to talk about it underneath. Whether it's a shooting foul or on the floor. It is 2 shots coming for Tamaya Alford, who has 12 points in the game. Alvey commits her second and the team's 3rd foul of the 3rd, and free throws coming for Alford with 58 seconds to play in this 3rd quarter. InterDigital strives to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services. InterDigital, they're laser-focused on your success. Alford shoots free throws at a 76% rate in her senior season and knocks home the first one. We're tied again at 43. Just the second made free throw for Augusta. Next one is up, and it rolls off. Rebound fought for. Searles rips it away from Penland. Tied at 43. Jags get a fresh 20. Taylor took it away. Yamani Paul stole it, and it's still loose here near side. And we've got a out of bounds on Rutherford right next to me at the scores table. Taylor ripped it away from Paul underneath, but the ball then got knocked away from Taylor underneath, and it fluttered near the sideline here. Rutherford was out of bounds when she tried to save it. Back with the Jags, 8 to shoot. Searles off a screen, gets to the paint, finds Fullwood, who misses, follows up her own miss, kicks it out for Phillips, fresh 20. Alford gets into the paint, jump stop, kick out Searles. Searles to the paint, floats from 10 and hits. 45-43, shot clock is off as Carson Newman can hold for 1. Alvey lob, Taylor can't make the catch because Alford came over her back and committed a foul. Eagles broke the pressure quickly and get rewarded by Tamaya Alford trailing the play and fouling Taylor from behind. First on Alford and 2 free throws coming for Lindsay Taylor, who has 10 points in this game. Back-to-back chances for Taylor to add to her point total at the line. First one is up, and it's strong, back of the iron. Taylor's made 4 free throws in this 3rd quarter. And that's her all in the game. Misses both here. Empty trip, and Augusta can hold for one with 15 seconds to play in the third quarter. 45-43, 10 seconds. Searles dribbles out front, looks at the opposite clock, gets to the left elbow, backs up on Weichel, kicks it out. Phillips, catch and shoot three from the wing, no good. Followed by Alford, no. It's deflected out, and Carson Newman gets the rebound. And we'll head to the fourth quarter. 45-43. Augusta outscores Carson Newman 17-13 in quarter number 3. And the Lady Eagles will head to the third quarter trailing by 2 points here inside Goodman Gymnasium. And the Eagles trail after 3 quarters this year. They're 3-5. They only won 13 games under head coach Mike Mincy. When trailing after 3, they're going to have to do it to keep their season alive. 45-43 Jags. It'll be their basketball when the fourth quarter starts after these messages. This is Carson Newman Women's Basketball on the Eagles Sports Network.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
This is Carson Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
All right, Augusta moves right to left in this fourth quarter, up by 2 and the basketball. It's Kaylin Searles dribbling at the left wing. Gets into the painted area around Taylor, and Taylor swatted it from behind out of bounds. And Augusta keeps it in the half court after that blocked shot to begin the period. 45-43. Fourth all-time meeting, and the Jags trying to even up the season or the overall series with Carson Newman in advance to the semifinals. Skip it out front for Florence, who's hit 4 triples. 8 to shoot. She crosses over around Weichel, gets to the bucket. Too strong off glass. Campbell Penland, the rebound underneath. 5 on 4. Florence trails the play. Rutherford, one more to Weichel, who pump fakes the 3. Gets to the 16-foot mark, missed it. Rebound deflected out of the hands of Rogers by Alford, and Carson Newman keeps it. Lady Eagles, again, 32% from the field, but are 43 from 3, 6 of 14 from long range, but have not been able to take as many threes as one would maybe normally expect with this team. Penland drives left, spins, tries to force one up through contact, lost it out of bounds, ball back to Augusta. 9:15 to go in the fourth quarter. 45-43. Scoring has come at a premium both ways. Searles, long skip into the front court for Kennedy Manning, and now to Monet Florence. So he hands it off for Kaylin Searles, the graduate student. Point guard transferred in from Young Harris. Alford to Searles now at the left wing. Lob to Manning at the block. She backs down Taylor with the right hand, goes with the up and under, and kisses it off the glass. 47-43. Kennedy Manning has 10 points, and it's a 4-point game. A 4-point lead in a game like this almost feels like a ton with the way these offenses have struggled to score at times. Weichel off a screen, gets to the elbow, pitches it out for Rutherford. Torrey to Campbell Penland. Penland pump fakes the 3, kicks it out for Rogers. Baseline drive, left-hand layup into the middle of the paint. Got the roll. Difficult shot for Keely Rogers, but the Eagles needed it, and Rogers delivered. Now gets the steal. Rogers saves it in. It's loose. Searles controls the other way. Searles to the bucket. Lobs for Manning, who makes the catch. Missed the bunny. Taylor the board. Eagles escape that frenetic sequence with a defensive stop. Rutherford the catch. Tried to throw it inside, and Manning swats it away, running back into the play. And with 8:03 to go in the fourth quarter, Carson Newman ball down 2. Rutherford at the right baseline will inbound the ball. Lob it into Weichel. Braylon pump fakes the three at the free throw line. Now to Rutherford. Now to the block, Taylor. Lindsay backs down Kennedy Manning, trying to find a back-cutting Rogers. The pass was low and stolen by Alford. 20 Carson Newman turnovers. That's tied for the season high. Eagles have done that on 4 occasions now, 5 times this year. The 5th one being in the worst game you wanted to do it in, possibly. Phillips, a drive, shoots over Rutherford, missed it, back of the iron. Taylor, the rebound. Rutherford, long skip for Campbell Penland. 1 bucket away from 1,000 for Penland as Taylor backs down Phillips, but failed her over. Offensive foul. Second on Lindsay Taylor as Phillips steps over for the charge. And with 7:24 to go, the ball goes back to Augusta. Penland out, Alvey returns. With 7:24 to go, it's Jags basketball. As more subs come in, Emily Gonzalez enters for Tori Rutherford. Trilite is your home team internet provider. Trilite provides Jefferson City with ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband. Let them serve you. Visit trilite.net. Inbound to Florence, who breaks the pressure and dribbles to the right wing. Now doubled. Dribbles toward the middle of the paint. Got it poked away by Weichel. Alvey comes up with it. Skips to Braylon Weichel. Weichel inside the arc. Guarded by Searles. Thought about a step-back jump shot. Now picks her dribble up and hands off to Alvey. Alvey lost her dribble. It's stolen away by Phillips. Phillips going to coast to the basket all the way with a left-hand layup. It's a 4-point lead again. 22 Carson Newman turnovers. A season high. Weichel, open, top of the key three. Bingo. Eagles needed it, and Weichel delivered her second three, just her second bucket, and it's a 1-point game. Weichel picks Alford's pocket, goes to the cup, stops, shoots, and scores. 5 in a row for Weichel, and Carson Newman's back up by 1. Searles has it poked away from behind. Alvey the lob for Weichel, who makes the catch, stops, shoots, missed the bunny, got it back, and had it deflected out of bounds. Oh boy, Augusta has just seen a 4-point lead dwindle away in seconds. Weichel misses a bunny here at the end of the sequence after scoring 5 straight. Left the layup a little short and couldn't get her miss to go because it was knocked out of bounds. Eagles basketball up by 1. Braylon jab steps, crosses over, goes to the bucket, gets to the baseline through traffic, made it, plus contact, no call. Timeout, Augusta. Braylon Weichel is coming to life. The program's all-time leading scorer has made the last 7 points for the Lady Eagles. 3 straight buckets from Weichel make it a 3-point Carson Newman lead with 6 minutes and 7 seconds to play in the contest. 7-0 run forces a Jaguars timeout. We'll break with them. It's a 52-29 game. Lady Eagles have struggled offensively, but trying to muster up an opening round victory over Augusta. We're back to Goodman Gymnasium after these messages on the Eagles Sports Network.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Trilite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
Carson Newman by 3 with 6 minutes to play. Pressure in the backcourt. Searles lobs it ahead, and Alford makes the catch. Jags down by 3 after a 7-0 Braylon Weichel run in the last 45 seconds of this game. Phillips gets to the paint, stops, pivots, shoots over Weichel, missed it right at the iron. Lindsay Taylor, the defensive rebound. See if this scoring run sparks Carson Newman's offense down the stretch here in this basketball game. 3-point lead, 5.5 to go. Gonzalez runs the point and hands off for Weichel out front. Rogers to Alvey. 12 on the shot clock. Alvey hands off for Gonzalez. Gonzalez off 2 screens. Right-hand dribble to the bucket. Right-hand layup. No good. Off the side of the backboard. Rebound for Phillips. Phillips across half court. Out to Florence. She's hit 4 of Augusta's 5 threes. Alford cuts to the basket. Gonzalez ripped it away from her out of bounds. And the ball stays with the Jaguars and 19 to shoot. Alford was out of control with the dribble. But luckily, Gonzalez ripped it away. No one else touched it. And so stays with Augusta and 5:08 to go in this fourth quarter with Carson Newman ahead by 3 points. First Bank is the official bank of Carson Newman Athletics and the only place you can get a Carson Newman Eagles debit card. Stop by any First Bank location to get your Carson Newman debit card to show your Eagles pride. 5:08 to go. Phillips will inbound in front of the scorer's table across the way. Short inbound to Searles, who crosses over off a screen, right-hand dribble along the baseline. Kaylin Searles stops inside the arc, kicks it out for Alford. 7 to shoot. Searles off a screen, will launch. Here's a 3. Short of the iron. Rebound falls into the hands of Lindsey Taylor. Taylor bounces it to Alvey. Scoring drought, 2.5 minutes now for the Jaguars. Into the corner. Weichel wants another 3. In and out on this one. Rebound to flex around. Gonzalez has got it. Fresh 20 for Carson Newman. 4.5 to go on a rolling fourth quarter clock. Weichel guarded by Alford. Comes off a Taylor screen. Braylon to Rogers. To Alvey. Lob it in. Taylor the catch. The left hand deuce. LT's got 12 and Carson Newman's on a 9-0 scoring run to lead by 5. Phillips walks it across half court against the Eagles' pressure. And with 4:08 to go, it's Carson Newman by 5. Largest lead of the game for Carson Newman. Bounce it for Alford, who comes off a screen, picks her dribble up. Alvey knocked it away in a steal for the Lady Eagles. Alvey with the steal, her third of the game. Mack dribbles it ahead and finds Gonzalez, who finds Weichel. The ball in the hands of Carson Newman's All-American Braylon Weichel with a 5-point lead. Late in this fourth quarter, Alvey lobs it in. Taylor, the catch. Missed the right-hand layup underneath the basket. 5-on-4. Taylor's down on the other end. Phillips floats it up. Short. Rebound. Controlled by Phillips. One more to Florence, and Augusta will reset in the half court. Taylor back into the picture. Sprints back on defense now. The Eagles reset in the half court defensively. 8 to shoot. Searles, foul line extended, the left wing, pulls up from 12. Strong on the jump shot. Taylor the rebound. The scoring drought is 4 minutes for Augusta. They've turned it over 4 times during this stretch as well. Weichel gets it across half court with 3:04 to play in the contest. And Weichel's fouled on a reach-in by Searles. Just the first foul by the Jaguars in this final frame. So they have some to give, and it brings us to a media break. Well, Carson Newman has scored the last 9 points in the last 3:44 of this basketball game, and the Eagles' defense has gotten it done here down this stretch. But can the offense muster up enough to clinch a berth with Anderson in the regional semifinal tomorrow at evening? 3 minutes to go, 54-49 here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Augusta just has 2 buckets in the fourth quarter from Kennedy Manning and Tamaya Alford in the first 3 minutes of this fourth quarter, but haven't scored since. And with 3 minutes to go, it's Carson Newman ball up by 5. Michael off a screen, dribbles out front, finds Gonzalez to Alvey. Mack, long skip for Weichel. Good closeout by Florence, forces Weichel to step back for 3. No good. Rogers the offensive rebound, and we've got a foul that will keep the ball with Carson Newman on the box out. It was on Augusta. It's on Tamaya Alford. The team's second foul, and the second on Alford. Gonzalez inbounds with Carson Newman up by 5. 2 minutes, 43 seconds to play. Inbound to Weichel. Lob at high post. Taylor the catch. Back to the bucket. Skips it out Rogers. 15 to shoot. Eagles can still hold it for a little longer. Weichel off a screen. Dribbles at the right wing. Wants a Taylor screen. Rejects it initially. Now comes off it. Gets into the paint. Through contact. Forces it up. No. Rogers another offensive rebound. Late Eagles have to shoot it. Rogers doesn't heave it up in time. Ball never hit the rim. Carson Newman didn't realize it. And with 2:21 to go, Augusta gets the stop they needed. And now gets the ball back. Down by 5. Jags offense, for the most part today, has shot more than 40% from the field. It's dipped down to 37% because they haven't scored in 4.5 minutes. Gonzalez picks Phillips' pocket near midcourt and will dribble it out front. What an excellent defensive play. That is 4 turnovers in the last 5 minutes for Augusta, up to 16 in the game. Gonzalez to Rogers. Skip to Alvey at the wing. Mack to Taylor. 8 to shoot. Lindsay looks inside. Hands it off for Rogers. 5 to shoot. Keeley needs to put one up. Finds a cutting Alvey. And a foul called on the cut. Florence tried to knock it away from Alvey as she went backdoor. And a foul called, and there was only 2 seconds on the shot clock. Monet Florence commits her first and the team's third. Florence slow back to her feet and seems to be okay. 54-49, a $1:47 to go. The Eagles have scored the last 9 points, but it's come in the last 5 minutes of the game. Officials almost put the ball in play, but now we'll clean up some sweat along the baseline where Florence hit the deck. Well, neither team has scored in the last 2.5 minutes, but Augusta hasn't scored in the last 5 minutes, and that's why Carson Newman's grabbed a 5-point lead. Bounce it in, Taylor. Hands back off for Weichel. Weichel from the corner. No good. Rogers another offensive rebound. Her third of the game and third here in this fourth quarter. Keeps the possession alive for Carson Newman. 90 seconds left in the game. Weichel to Rogers. Keeley kicks it out for Gonzalez. 5 to shoot. Emily floats one up in the paint. Gets the roll. 11 straight for Carson Newman. It's a 7-point lead. 56-49. 75 seconds to go. Phillips barks out a play near midcourt. Dribbles, kicks it out. Florence, who pump fakes a 3. Monet gets to the cup. Taylor swats it out of bounds, but a foul called. Her and Rogers with the block underneath. Or Taylor with the block underneath, but Rogers is called for the foul. Third on Keeley Rogers. And free throws coming for Monet Florence with 66 seconds left in the game. This would end a scoring drought that is at 5 minutes and 47 seconds. Florence at the line, bends the knees. The first one is up and good. That ends the 5-minute, 47-second scoring drought for Augusta. And ends Carson Newman's 11-0 run here in the fourth quarter. Florence bends the knees, puts the next one up and in. 56-51, and Mike Mincy will request for time. Timeout, Lady Eagles. It's a 30-second timeout to advance the basketball into the front court. Carson Newman will have 2 remaining in this game. Well, it's the 11-0 run that has flipped the game on its head in this fourth quarter and was spearheaded by Braylon Weichel, the program's 2-time All-American, the program's all-time leading scorer, 3-point leader. You basically can name it. She's got it for the program. Up to 2,700 points and counting in her career, made 7 straight, including a steal and score back-to-back to spark this 11-0 run. She scored the first 7. Taylor and Gonzalez layups back-to-back as well, made it 56-49. Back-to-back free throws from Augusta make it a 5-point game. Backcourt inbound for Keely Rogers, pressured by Alford. Rogers looks, inbounds to Michaela Alvey. Here comes a double. Rogers picks the dribble up, lobs to Gonzalez to Alvey across half court. 60 seconds to go. Weichel was open for the jump shot. Now finds Gonzalez, and a foul given out front by Tamaya Alford. 1 to give for Augusta. They'll have 1 more until Carson Newman will go to the free throw line as Campbell Penland will enter the game and replace Keely Rogers. More free throw shooting on the floor with Penland checking in, who shoots 82% for her career. Another foul given by Monet Florence on Braylon Weichel. So Weichel, who has 7 of her 12 in this fourth quarter, will head to the free throw line with Carson Newman up by 5. Campbell Penland will exit back out. Rogers back in for defense. Weichel to the free throw line for her career, shoots 88% and makes the first one, 57-51. This is the person you want at the line if you're Carson Newman down the stretch. It's Braylon Weichel. Next one is up, and it goes in, off the backboard, and through. Thought about popping out, but stayed through for Braylon Weichel. And it's a 7-point game with 54 seconds to go. Augusta calls for time, and they'll get it down by 7 points. (58-51). It's not been pretty for either side. There's been a combined 39 turnovers. Carson Newman has a season-high 23 of them. But somehow the Lady Eagles are in this position. They're plus 14 on the glass, plus 6 on the offensive glass. 17 second-chance points on 16 offensive rebounds. Certainly when you're shooting 35% from the field, you're going to have to get some extra opportunities. The Lady Eagles have done that, and they have been able to score on those extra opportunities, scoring 17 points off 16 offensive rebounds. The bench has been key. 11 bench points for Carson Newman to just 2 from Augusta. Both teams have shot fine from 3. 5 of 14 are the Jags, 7 of 18 are the Lady Eagles. And certainly Augusta will need 3-pointers down the stretch, down 7 with 54.5 seconds to play. Monet Florence has 4 threes. Certainly she is the sharpshooter from distance in this game. Autumn Phillips shoots 39%. Those two really are the only ones that shoot a lot of threes. No one else has made more than 13 on the year. So if you're Carson Newman defensively, it's Florence and Phillips. Those two players you have to guard here in the half court. If Augusta looks for 3, inbound to Searles. 52 seconds. Kaylin Searles inside the arc, finds Florence. 48 seconds. Florence off a screen, gets inside the arc, finds Manning on a dump down, who kisses it off the glass. 43 seconds. Lady Eagles had a quick inbound, but Mike Mincy requested for time with 43.8 seconds to play. 58-53, so about 11 seconds roll off the clock for Augusta to get a bucket, and it's still a 5-point game. Carson Newman will have 1 timeout left. Augusta also has 1 timeout left. It's a 30-second timeout for Mike Mincy's team. Well, it's all about surviving and advancing in March, especially in the NCAA tournament. And one of these two teams, whoever is victorious, will feel like they just survived literally, because it's not been pretty from either side. And one of these two teams is going to clinch a berth with Anderson, the regional semifinal, tomorrow evening here in this same gymnasium at 5 p.m. Inbound for Carson Newman, Alvey to Weichel. Alford fouls her immediately with 41.9. So Augusta clearly playing the foul game here in the final minute. And Braylon Weichel will head back to the free throw line, who is 4 for 4 today. Rutherford and Penland came in. They'll exit back in favor of Gonzalez and Rogers. Defense for offense, substitutions here down the stretch as Weichel heads to the stripe for 2. Braylon with 14 points in the game misses this free throw. Rare miss. Shoots 88% for her career. And down the stretch in games has been one of the best for Carson Newman at 84% under 4 minutes in games. Makes the second. It's a 6-point game. 38 seconds. Searles hands off for Phillips. Fumbled the exchange. Now finds Florence. Monet Florence crosses over inside the arc to Searles. Handoff Phillips. 30 seconds. Phillips step back 3. It's up. Off the backboard. No. Alford the offensive rebound. Spin. Fade away on Rogers goes. 24 seconds to go. Weichel fouled immediately on the inbound. A second comes off. There's 22.9 rather to go in the game. It's a 4-point game, and Braylon Weichel makes the 94-foot walk back to the free throw line. 59-55. And Braylon Weichel will shoot 2. First one up for Braylon is swished in. Weichel competing in her 4th NCAA tournament and hoping her efforts here in the 4th quarter will be enough to send Carson Newman to the next round. Makes both. It's a 6-point game again. 20 seconds, 61-55. Searles across half court. Gets to the baseline. Cut off by Weichel. Shoots over. Left it short. Rebound. Swat into the hands of Taylor. She's fouled. And with 11.9 seconds to go, Carson Newman starting to sense a trip to the regional semifinals tomorrow evening. The Lady Eagles have outscored Augusta 18-10 in this 4th quarter, and right now are trying to ice this game away at the line. Taylor's got the basketball. She's 4 of 7 from the line, and the first one is up and in and out. As a team, the Lady Eagles are right about at the season average, 70%, 16 of 23 in the game. This to make it a 3-possession game. Taylor shoots it up. It's back of the iron strong. Phillips the rebound. 0.5 of a second come off the clock. And Augusta calls for time for the last time in this game with 11.4 to go. So it's going to have to be quick threes and quick fouls, or even a steal and a foul, in order to overcome this 6-point deficit. Certainly if you're Carson Newman here down the stretch, you do not want to foul to stop the clock and allow the Jaguars to put points on the board with the clock not running. That's the emphasis that Mike Mincy gives his team probably in the huddle as they break it now with 11.4 to go. Certainly you have to be on Monet Florence, who has 4 threes. She inbounds it just to the left of me, courtside. Florence to trigger it in a 6-point Carson Newman lead to Searles. 10 seconds. Searles looking, finds Alford. Tamaya, 1 dribble, step back. Heaves it up off backboard, no. Albee the rebound. She'll dribble it across half court. And Carson Newman advances on to the regional semifinals. It wasn't pretty. The Lady Eagles coughed it up for a season-high 23 times, but the number 2 seed advances on to the round of 32 and will get the number 6 seed Anderson tomorrow evening at 5 p.m. in Goodman Gymnasium. 61-55, the final score. The Lady Eagles were back in the NCAA tournament for the second time in 3 years, and for the second time in 3 seasons, they'll advance past the first round. The Lady Eagles secure their program's 8th NCAA tournament win in the first against Augusta. Final score from Goodman Gymnasium. It's Carson Newman 61, Augusta 55. We'll recap it with the Domino's post-game report, which heads your way after these messages on the Eagle Sports Network.
If you're looking for official Eagle merchandise, look no further than the Carson Newman Bookstore. With a large selection of Carson Newman gifts and apparel, you're sure to find something to please the entire family. From stuffed eagles to towel sets, sweatshirts, shorts, hats, and slippers, we literally have you covered from head to toe. We have just the item you're looking for no matter what the season. So whether you're an Eagle student, parent, alumni, or fan, Shop us for everything orange and blue. Call 865-471-3539 for more information and store hours. We'll see you at the Carson Newman Bookstore.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
The game's over, but we're just getting warmed up. The Domino's post-game report starts in 60 seconds on the Eagles Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson Newman Eagles.
This is the Domino's post-game report on the Eagles Sports Network.
Right wing 3, Albie Cash. Michaela Albie.
Your stats breakdown. A conversation with Mike Mincy, presented by Modern Woodman Financial Planning. Plus, the selection of the AEC Electrifying Play and Food City Player of the Game are all headed your way. Today's game is also brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative. We're AEC, powering the Eagles and Mossy Creek. By Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Pepsi, that's what I like. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By First Bank, the official banking partner of Carson Newman Athletics. InterDigital, IT support and marketing, laser focused on your success. By the Bible Insurance Agency, the agency that's service built. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By Food City, value every day. By Trilight, dream big with Gig. By Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. And by ShopCNEagles.com, the official online store of the Carson Newman Eagles. Let's head back to the arena and the voice of the Lady Eagles, Andrew Rogers.
Carson Newman survives an incredible effort from the Augusta Jaguars, the 7th seed, making the program's 5th appearance in the NCAA tournament. And they bow out in the opening round because Carson Newman outscores the Jaguars 18-10 in the final quarter to win it 61-55 to set up a rematch for the 4th time this year. It'll be Anderson and Carson Newman taking the floor, and this one tomorrow will mean the most for a spot in the regional championship on Monday night. The Eagles this year against the Trojans are 2-1, including back-to-back wins, one to end the regular season, or toward the near end of the regular season, and the second one coming in the South Atlantic Conference quarterfinals. It wasn't pretty this afternoon for Carson Newman to get the job done by 6 points. They shoot 35% from the field and 39 from three and turn it over 23 times, but found a way when it mattered most. Lady Eagles put up an impressive fourth quarter, spearheaded by Braylon Weichel, who scored 7 in a row, including 5 straight after a three-pointer, a steal, and a layup to put Carson Newman ahead for good with that sequence to get Carson Newman a 6-point victory in the opening round of the NCAA tournament. Final score 61-55. Weichel leads all scorers with 17 points. She made 4 of her 15 baskets And 2 of her 9 3-point attempts was 7 of 8 from the free throw line. Also had 3 assists. Lindsay Taylor is our Food City Player of the Game because in the midst of that impressive fourth quarter, she secures her 8th double-double this year and her 23rd of her career. 12 points for Taylor, 11 rebounds, and a couple of blocks inside to win that matchup on Kennedy Manning, 2 all-conference players, and Taylor lived up to the billing there with her 8th double-double of the year and her first since the end of January. Campbell Penland with 10 points. She is only 2 points away from 1,000 in her career. She made 3 of her 7 field goals. All 3 of those field goals were 3-point baskets. Also had 4 rebounds. Michaela Alvey was active on the glass, and so was Tori Rutherford and Keely Rogers. Alvey and Rutherford each tied with 7 rebounds, second most on the team. Keely Rogers had 4, including 3 offensive rebounds in the fourth quarter. And that spearheaded a rebounding attack that was plus 14. 48-34 advantage on the glass and 16-11 advantage on the offensive glass as well. Carson Newman wins it behind an impressive fourth quarter. The Lady Eagles overcome a season-high 23 turnovers to get the job done. Final score from Goodman Gymnasium. It's Carson Newman 61 and Augusta 55. Mike Mincy will have his post-game thoughts. You can catch those on the Eagles Sports Network's YouTube page, which also you can find his comments on seeandeagles.com, as well as a full recap and highlights of today's action. Eagles win it by 6. We'll break for one time here on the Domino's post-game report. When we come back, I'll tell you what's ahead for the Lady Eagles, but also what's ahead in Goodman Gymnasium on the bottom half of this bracket in the Southeast region. That heads your way after these messages on the Eagles Sports Network.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
More player interviews and stats come your way in 60 seconds when the Domino's postgame report continues on the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
This is Carson Newman, men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
All right, back on the Domino's post-game report. Carson Newman is on to the regional semifinals and will meet with Anderson for the 4th time this season tomorrow evening at 5 p.m. Let's get to our today's AEC electrifying play of the game. AEC member-owned and service-driven. It has to be Braylon Michaels' 5-0 burst by herself to spearhead Carson Newman's 11-0 run in that fourth quarter to help Carson Newman get out in front and never relinquish the lead. Certainly that was a big sequence for the Lady Eagles. Weichel was critical for Carson Newman's success, specifically in that fourth quarter. She put 12 of Carson Newman's 18 points on the board in the period. 12 of her 17 came in that fourth quarter as well, when the Lady Eagles saw their season on the line, but also Weichel saw her season and maybe career on the line. The graduate student delivered for Carson Newman down the stretch. Lady Eagles get Anderson to come. It's Catawba and UNC Pembroke in the 1-8 matchup that gets going here in Goodman Gymnasium at 5 p.m., followed by the 4-5 matchup. Lenore-Rhine and Georgia Southwestern will tip off at 7:30. Those two winners from this evening's contest will square off at 7:30 tomorrow night after the first semifinal, which is already set between Carson Newman and Anderson. The Trojans defeated Wingate by 19 points earlier today here inside Goodman Gymnasium. For my network producer, Skip Roberts, I'm Andrew Rogers. We'll talk to you tomorrow at 4:45. That's the airtime here on the AEC, on the Eagles Sports Network, for the AEC countdown to tip-off as the Lady Eagles get set for a fourth meeting with the Anderson Trojans. Tip-off tomorrow is at 5. We go on the air at 4:45. We'll talk to you from Goodman Gymnasium tomorrow. Once again, the final score, 61-55. Carson Newman victorious and advances on to the regional semifinals tomorrow at 5 against Anderson.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
You've been listening to Domino's Post-Game Report on the Eagles Sports Network. Today's game has been brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative. We're AEC, powering the Eagles and Mossy Creek. By Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Pepsi, that's what I like. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By First Bank, the official banking partner of Carson Newman Athletics. The Inner Digital, IT support and marketing, laser focused on your success. By the Bible Insurance Agency, the agency that's service built. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By Food City, value every day. By Tri-Lite, dream big with gig. By Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. And by ShopCNEagles.com, the official online store of the Carson Newman Eagles. The executive producer of the Eagles Sports Network is Matt Pope. Producers Adam Cavalier, Ian Johnson, Andrew Drizzy Rogers, Mia Toribio, Caitlin Jones, and Ryan I Love the Herd Wilkes. I'm staff announcer Ernie Anderson. A special thanks to Carson Newman and University President Dr. Charles A. Fowler. Stay tuned to these stations for information on our next presentation of Carson Newman basketball. In the meantime, visit cneagles.com for recaps, highlights, and interviews from today's game. This is the Eagles Sports Network.